Hello everybody, hope they are good. Bitcoin is at 60k and it's only Wednesday, but look at this weekly candle. It's huge. It's pretty much what the high time frame chart was saying, and is that if Bitcoin could manage to get above 52,000, then there is only thin air all the way to 60k because there is no resistance in all this area, and we've got that in only one weekly candle. Okay, that's basically showing you how strong the high time frame is and why I like to chart it every now and again. And right now we're at the resistance like 60,000, but really we could even count it all the way here. It's counting all those weeks, okay? And that would take you to, let me mark this for you. That would take you between 60,000 and 61,500, okay? So that's going to be an important resistance for Bitcoin, this area here. Let me mark it there. That area there is going to be an important resistance, but then we're going to have the same case. If we can manage to close above 61,500, then there is nothing but thin air to 65,000, all right? So kind of like a similar situation. To me, the most important thing of this high time frame chart right now that we've done this pump from here, okay, between these two levels here, is that we are right now at resistance. Okay, and it's basically in this area between 60,000, 61,500. We're right now at 60,400. So at any time we could expect a little retrace, okay? Because nothing goes up forever. You can even see here during this ballroom. Okay, yeah, it goes up, but then there is a retrace. There is a retrace. There is a retrace. Okay, same as here. We go up, but there are retraces appearing in the chart. Okay. So perhaps the new retrace is going to come around this area. That's what I'm expecting, okay? A retrace between 60,000 and 61,500, because I think it would make sense. It would be quite healthy. It would liquidate a lot of late long positions, and I think it would be the most effective move for the market to make next, okay? So I'm expecting a retrace between 60,000 and 61,500. The truth is, yes, I think that's the most likely thing. So I'm going to be looking for this move, but not especially to short it, but to long altcoins, and I'm gonna go through it in this video. Perhaps today it's a longer video, but it's a bit complicated, okay? So let me remove the high time frame chart. Remember the resistance all the way to 61,500. So we could see a retrace in this area. Now, what has happened in the last few hours? Well, the last thing that I mentioned on Twitter is that last night we possibly were experiencing momentum cooling down, because you can see some wicks to the upside. The price couldn't break any further, but there was a wick in the 15 minutes time frame. And if you remember yesterday's video, I was telling you to trade every wick that is appearing to the upside, any liquidity pool, but especially wicks to the upside, long towards them, because when momentum is strong, what is still going to go towards them? And I opened a long position at the 50 EMA in the 15 minutes time frame. I was thinking if it was here or here, but it was lower because it was a 750-ish. So it was in this zone, and I was targeting this area of the week, okay? Then at the week, take profits and an alarm to see how price reacted, because it got me in the nighttime during the Asian session. The alarm rang, I woke up, look at the chart, and all I see is basically, hang on, let me remove this. Let me mark the week too. I see this candle with full candle body closing above the wick, and that is telling me that price managed to break above this zone. So nope, momentum was not cooling down, short trigger invalidated, price continues going up. Yes, there is a wick here to the downside, but what's the matter? All we care about are wicks to the upside. Look at this, wick to the upside failed, okay? Only care about imbalances to the upside when there is a big uptrend like this, all right? Go to the 4-hour time frame. We also saw here, hang on, let me remove this. We also saw here, this week here, if you go to the 1-hour time frame, perhaps you see another week. No, we're gonna see a week in the 1-hour time frame. But just navigate between the 1 hour and the 4-hour time frame, okay? That's where you're gonna be able to make the money. This is what we were saying yesterday. Only trade imbalances to the upside and keep an eye for this area here to see if momentum shifts out. But of course, I posted on Twitter very clearly, we were looking what happened with this candle after wick fail, alright? So short invalidated, and now prices continues going higher, 60,000, alright? What can we expect next? Well, I'll tell you what I think. I don't really care about what's gonna happen to Bitcoin in this area, whether if we see a retrace or not in this zone. I don't really care. because I'm caring about altcoins. Go to the daily time frame of Bitcoin. Go to the daily time frame of any altcoin. Let's go to Arbitrum. You can see the difference, right? This is ranging. Bitcoin goes up. Change. Go to Chainlink, for example. The same. Ranging. But it's not going up like Bitcoin. Check out again Bitcoin, okay? Parabolic move. Check again, perhaps AVAX. Let's check AVAX. The same. Ranging. But price is not going up like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going up like a rocket, okay? Solana, the same, ranging, but price is not going up. And the only reason is that if you check the Bitcoin chart and then you check the Bitcoin dominance chart, it's basically going up as Bitcoin is going up, okay? Go to the 4-hour time frame. Look at the Bitcoin dominance. Keeps going up. And that's what is stopping altcoins from moving. Now, of course, altcoins are going to catch up with Bitcoin at some point, and they're going to start to make up those pumps, okay? That's what I'm looking at. Some people might be telling you, oh, old season. Not really sure about it, because all I can see here is that we were inside this range for, look, from May 2021 to May 23. That's 2 years of ranging. Then we broke above the range, tested at support. We call all this move continuation, and now all that we are seeing is sideways move after an uptrend that could lead to continuation. All right, I don't know if that's gonna happen or not, but there are no signs of an alt season. So those people that are calling an alt season here, please say why are you saying alt season and you're not saying why you think there is gonna be an alt season? Because if you are telling me there is gonna be an alt season, is that you're expecting this. Why? Again, uptrend, sideways move, that can lead to continuation. All right, and don't get me wrong, because the higher that we go, the drop is going to be bigger, and this is going to be a much better all season. And this is what we've been talking from the start, okay? I'm very bullish in altcoins. I really like altcoins, don't get me wrong. And I think that it's a very good idea to have some altcoins. Now, the problem is, when are we going to see this all season? Then, of course, if we start to see the Bitcoin dominance dropping and getting back into the range, then yes, you can expect Bitcoin dominance to go to back to the range lows. That's going to be an alt season. But so far right now, you cannot call for an alt season, okay? It's a bit more likely, in my opinion, that price continues maybe to 58, 59%. Why not? All right? However, this is the weekly time frame. I'm all interested in day trading or small swing trading, okay? Trades that don't take that long, that give you a lot of money, basically. So, what can we expect in the lower time frame? And when I say lower time frame, I mean for this week. What can we expect for this week? Well, what I believe is that Bitcoin, if Bitcoin now drops, okay, I have to explain this first. When the Bitcoin dominance is going up and Bitcoin is going up, altcoins are very choppy. That means that they are very slow at moving up, so they're gonna tend to be stable. But if there is a small dump here, like a little retrace, altcoins are gonna feel that and they are gonna drop. Okay, so altcoins are gonna behave like this, while Bitcoin and the Bitcoin dominance are going to go up. Okay, now because the Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin keep going up, this is to me the most important. If we see the retrace that I'm talking about in Bitcoin, again, it could go to 61,500. Why not? But altcoins are likely not to move until a few days later, when Bitcoin consolidates, the Bitcoin dominance consolidates, okay, or even Bitcoin can continue going up, Bitcoin dominance consolidate, and that's when altcoins can go up. But it feels like there is still going to be 1 or 2 more days for that to happen, okay? I don't know if that was clear, guys. I hope yes, but all I want to say is that Bitcoin has done a parabolic move from 51,000 to 61,000. That's $10,000 move in only 2 days. And meanwhile, altcoins have been stable, not moving up, just stable, okay? What I believe is that altcoins are gonna catch up with this move, and they are gonna obviously go up once Bitcoin starts to range or the Bitcoin dominance does, okay? And for that it might take some time. It still feels to me that there might be 1 or 2 more days at least before that really happens. but altcoins are gonna go up. That's what I believe, all right? In the short term, and with short term I mean by the end of this week. So in this week, I do think that in the next 3-4 days, altcoins should be starting to catch up with Bitcoin and pump quite hard, all right? Type of setups that I'm looking at. Well, also another thing, if Bitcoin retraces in this area between 60,000, 61,500, so if we see a retrace of say $2,000 or $3,000 move, because the Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin is going up at the same time, altcoins cannot go up, okay? Altcoins, what are doing instead is being stable when Bitcoin and the Bitcoin dominance goes up. But if Bitcoin goes down, then altcoins are going to follow that move. They're going to suffer that pump. They're going to give us a very good entry if that's the case. And then when Bitcoin starts to range again, or the Bitcoin dominance, then altcoins can go higher. So I would recommend you to also look at cheap or cheeky buy entries also. Put some buy limit orders also lower in case we get there with altcoins. Key levels like 4 hours 50 MA, 1 hour 50 MA, areas that usually there are take profits of some sorts. That's when you can exchange their position, okay, from short to long. So that's what I'm thinking. We're gonna go through some examples. You have Arbitrum. Arbitrum to me looks one of the best examples, right? Look at this. You've seen Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin chart is basically something like this, and Arbitrum is consolidating. So of course Arbitrum, I do believe that Arbitrum has the potential to go again, for example, to 210. Why not? Now 210, for example, from the 4 hour 50 MA, that's a 10% pump. Okay, if it goes higher towards this high, which is very likely in my opinion, that's a 15% pump. All right, those are the type of trades that I'm looking at. Now to me, Arbitrum right now it's at a good price, 192. But of course, if we see that drop in Bitcoin to the 50 MA, that's gonna be a new entry for me, 189. Okay, from there I would be expecting by the end of this week at least a gain of 10%. It's as simple as that. Okay, we'll see what happens with Arbitrum and other altcoins, but that's what I'm expecting. Unless if Bitcoin drops and retraces a lot, like 5-6K, which I don't see that happening right now because the momentum is still very strong. Go to Injective. This has been the best performer altcoin of last year. And a guy in the Telegram shared this chart that it was this kind of a structure, and he said, keep an eye on, guys, for the potential support test. And I did. I trusted him because I had a few confluences to believe that, like the 1 hour 50 MA. So I put some bids at 38.50. Check what it went to. It went to 38.40. So that's already going up, all right? But again, I don't think this is a bad price to enter. But if Bitcoin retraces a couple of $1,000, then in this token will go again to fill this week, test again this potential support, the 1 hour 50 MA, and that would be a delicious entry, all right, for your popcorns. But anyway, that's what you're looking at, okay? You can enter now with a small size, and then if you see the drop, you can put big size because, again, it's not financial advice. But that's only in the case that you agree with me that altcoins could be catching up with that Bitcoin move, right? Now, if you are a Bitcoin maxi and you think altcoins are going to go to the floor, then close the video, okay? Because it's not for you. But I'm only looking at what can give you money. And right now, what I can give you money, I think it's altcoins in the next few days, all right? Bitcoin has gone a massive move up. I'm not buying a 60K, okay? But I'm buying Injective at 40 or at 38.50, all right? That's what I'm looking at, guys. We can go through some more examples. Chainlink, for example. Wow, well, Chainlink has already done it. Is this in the 15 minutes time frame? Yeah, literally go to the 5 minutes time frame right now. It's doing it right now, guys, okay? This is what I mean. This can happen at any moment with any altcoin that I've been showing you. Arbitrum, Injective, go to Solana. Is Solana doing the same? No, not yet, but it can do it at any moment, okay? That kind of move. So keep an eye on for altcoins because they're gonna catch up with Bitcoin, okay? Don't try not to short, okay? Because You can look this in two different ways. You can see, okay, Bitcoin is a very strong resistance. Maybe I can short 61K. Is that really what you want, or you really prefer to long altcoins? You know, it's two type of plays. To me, I prefer to, when there is momentum, long the lagging coins that are left behind that they have to catch up. Okay, so that's how I plan to take advantage of the next move, guys. So I hope that was very clear. And of course, I'm going to be charting more coins. I'm going to post them on the Telegram channel. But I think it's time to eat some popcorns. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.